1, 2. Hello out there, we'll be going live very soon with the girls rugby. Deon Scanlon, your Tasmanian rugby commentator, will be with us very soon. And we look forward to a big day here in Launceston for grand final day.
Welcome as we tune in to the beginning stages, or the pre-stages of this match today, the precursor to our TRU Grand Final. We've got a women's 15-a-side, or almost 15-a-side. I think we may be 13 or 14-a-side with each team. Just having some last moment pep talks. And there's our green and gold team, you can hear. Just while we're waiting for the play to start and the teams to take their positions on the field, we can have a quick look at who's out here today. So in the green and gold team on the left of the screen, as you saw previously, just walking away, a team out there with some of our players from all around the state coming together. Most of those players on that green and gold team are players from the south. Likes of Georgia Stewart and Winona Conway in there, Ebony Altamira. So I'll be looking for a good game between these guys, trying to put some rugby together when they don't normally play together. And the red and blue team in the Burney colours there with Vanessa Davies listed at the top there, and plenty of familiar names in there too. Some of the great stars from the Burney team, Anna Varka out there and Cadiola Patolo. And again, a good mix of players from around the clubs too. So I'll be looking forward to a good game with these guys. It's their first opportunity to play the big numbers on the field, having had a 7-a-side season all year. And players are just getting ready. I think the green and gold team pretty much sorted. And the Burney colours, red and blue, just some last-minute decisions as to who's playing in which position. You can see the Devonport fellas over there, looking good in their hoodies, sure, in the shirt and tie. It's a great combination. always look the part. They've taken their place on the hill over there to watch this game. And they'll be underway very shortly. We're refereed today by Peter Rizzo.
Red. Who wants to be captain?
Who wants to be the captain?
What's her name? Alec.
So Ali McCarthy
Right,
named
Ali,
captain. And there's a
And gold or green? Green captain. Brianna.
crackling on that mic again. I hope that disappears for us. Such a difference to be able to hear the referee. And we're away. So ball comes down. Jepson can't take it, but it now comes back to Altamira, who has a bit of a run around the right-hand side. Gives it away to Roberts, who's now close to the line. Nice solid tackle over there by Thou. And halfback today, Winona Conway pushing in there, grabbing the ball and directing traffic through Rhiannon James. Roberts again getting a hand on the ball, and some good defence there by red and blue, but they're making ground here, green and gold. Pushing it to the left quickly now. Ball goes wide to Stewart out on the wing in the number 14. She gets around the tackle, and as we've seen her do all year, pins her ears back. And away she goes and scores under the posts, a la her 7-a-side antics. So a great start there. Just a couple of nice phases up the middle. And then getting around the outside. And the conversions are good there from Conway, I believe, right in front. So the team in the green and gold push ahead with a 7-0 lead. And it's a bit of traffic happening in our van here. Our specialist commentary team has all arrived. Shirley, welcome.
So thank you, and it's been wonderful to come down to Tasmania to watch some quality rugby on finals day.
Excellent, good to get you in here. We've seen a pretty quick start to the green and gold team there, whipping over a quick try in within the first minute. So
yeah, what was really pleasing is they actually started to work at a couple of pods, and then they recognised where the space was, and they got the ball out wide there. Yeah,
it was good quick vision, you could see that. And they didn't have big numbers on that side, but yeah, Ebony Altamira got that ball at first receiver, and she could see where the space was. And everyone down here knows that you can't afford to leave Georgia Stewart with that kind of space.
So true. If you've got speed, you've got to use it. So
yeah,
girls
great.
Are going forward here.
Great run from Roberts, and nice tackle. Oh, crunching tackle over the top there from Patolo. We know what she's capable of. That was great to see. Roberts will have felt that.
Yeah, they've got numbers there over the breakdown. We've got to recycle that ball. So we've got hands in the ruck there, I would say, killing the ball. So penalty to the green and gold.
Yeah, I think Patolo, after a big tackle there, ended up on the ground again. And we kick for the line here. So Conway makes a good 20 metres up the field, and we'll see a line out.
So this will be good because the girls have been working on their line out throughout the week, so hopefully they'll get the player in the air, clean ball and straight out to the backs.
It'll be interesting to see too how they how their combinations form out here. There's some experienced players in both back lines. That'd be great to see when the Burnie back line get their hands on the ball, because there's some really exciting players out there, and the challenge will be up, I think, when they get their hands on some ball. So. But we've got the line out here with Roberts throwing. And again, remember, this is a bit of a training run for the girls in some ways, because they haven't played in these teams before. That's a good throw.
So good clean take there by the second rower. And again, straight out to the backs where they've identified the space.
Yeah, down. She's got some space. And a nice pass again to Stewart. They've got to make sure they tackle her first up.
Oh,
there's
big
a great hit there. Great work there. Anna Varka, she's a youngster, and she leads the way in how to play this game.
So good defence set up here. They're working hard. They've got to come forward and take the player with the ball.
Good run around the outside by Roberts too. She needs to straighten up now. Sweetman's got it covered. And we can see Jessica trying to get around the outside there. Jessica Feng, I think. Oh, and another smashing tackle. You can't afford to run sideways against these girls. And here we go, wide again. So tactic here is to get it out to Stewart.
Yeah, I think the girls in the blue Burnie team uniform, though, they've got this covered now because they've been stung with that first minute of play. So they're going to try and hopefully get this ball back, but it's come back to the green and gold with a great setup there.
We've got Rebecca Sweetman, Candy as they call her, right on this far side of the, or near side of the field to the camera. She's down. She's copped a hit to the nose. I think she's not happy at all. Don't know, might be even her eye. So that's a shame.
So good recycle the ball, and again, that's Roberts got to take the ball forward rather than sideways.
Altamira will run sideways, but she'll do the right thing. She always straighten up and feed. And he's down. Will she get around? She won't get around Thou though. She's a great player out wide. Good pressure there from Pregnall at the ruck. And now the ball comes out, found in the hands of Gerber.
There's some great good forward rugby being played by the green and gold team.
A former pod, good hands again from Roberts. She's been busy. She's had some good carries. She's got Maddock and James just behind her helping out there. And a good draw. Oh, unfortunately there. It was a great draw and pass actually there from Conway, just to tempt Varka into coming off a line instead of defending out wide. We've got the advantage here for the knock-on, and we'll have a scrum.
Yeah, so the girls are only playing 13 aside, so they're going to actually have dropped the number 8, so there'll be the full scrum minus the number 8, so to make it even. Initially, they're going to just look at playing uncontested, and depending on how they travel with that, they're looking after an assessment to actually contest the scrums.
Oh, it would be great to see them having the opportunity to contest the scrums here. It certainly is a spectacle in rugby, and hopefully it all works out for them, and they'll be able to combat against each other and see some of the lovely front row tactics that we like to see in this game.
For sure, the enthusiasm of all the players have been really pleasing for me to witness this week as a guest down here of the Tasmanian Rugby Union. And the girls have been learning a lot of just basic skills, go forward with support in particular.
Yeah, and evident here already today, we can see, as soon as they start to straighten their angles up, it becomes, very familiar phases of play that we like to see.
Sure, a bit of time lapse here, so we're just organising the scrum, getting the girls connected, getting their binds in the correct places for the power.
All right, here we go. So Becca Escobar there in the number 9 for Burnie. She'll feed this ball in, and being an uncontested scrum initially, her team will win the ball. She'll look, I'd say, to Anna Varka, and the Burnie team, the red and blue team, will get their first opportunity to get their hands on the ball. Here we go. So Varka, dangerous, nice fend, good tackle there from Conway. And the ball spills free. Oh, that's a great little pass over the shoulder there from Jessica too. And a good tackle. There's a great battle between those two on that wing, between Down and Thou. So both speedsters, and a big looking forward to watching them for the rest of this game too.
Yeah, I think by the time the end of the game finishes, one of them will be trying to get the victory across the other for sure.
See, like they get up and there's always a bit of a nod and a grin. They know each other, these guys. So it's it's always entertaining to watch. And I say it every time I watch the girls play. The spirit in this game is really, really good. But today, they're out to prove something to each other. Unfamiliar teams that they're playing alongside, and it's been good so far. So here comes the line out, taken there by Patolo, and the ball comes wide. Here we go, Varka again with a kick, and that's a great kick. There's no one deep. That's one of the things they're not used to in this Sevens game, is having someone sweeping so deep for the kick. But Stewart, she's quick back, and if they give her any space, there's some good talk over there by Zing, just talking and calling the defenders across to help, but they still don't get hold of Stewart. And finally Zing comes in and makes a really good, solid tackle. So it was good defence by her.
Yeah, so from that kick, they've just conquered that with all that pace going back, running forward. So now they have to reset and start getting the link with the backs between the forwards happening.
So it's an unfamiliar territory in many ways for the girls playing Sevens. There's not a lot of that kicking that happens. So when the kick went long, there was not a lot of chase pressure, but they'll get used to that. And that was actually a brilliant kick. Yeah. Oh, Maddock goes through. She's got the line in front of her. Escobar's going to grab her just short. Yep. And she rolls and puts it over. So good run from Nat there, and a really great tackle from Escobar to run her down, but just unable to get her quite far enough away from that line.
Yeah, she has the number 2 on her back. I'm not sure if she is actually playing hooker, but if she is, by the end of the night, that'll be a 100-metre try.
That's right.
In true front row fashion.
And so the green and gold go ahead with another converted try. Nice kick there from Winona Conway again. Yeah. Although it's very nice when your teammates put the ball right under the posts rather than those tiring kicks from way up by the sideline.
Yeah, even though the score says it's 14-0, there's actually not an indication of the game. It's quite tight in places. And the girls are working together because they are all coming from different teams and working hard to play really good rugby. Yeah,
absolutely. And just that one little missed tackle there. The line was set and the defensive pressure was good. It's just Maddock slipped through that one-off tackle, which gave her the 100-metre try.
For sure. She certainly took her opportunity.
Oh, that's a nice kick to get over the back too, and that'll go dead. But that's a good gain for the red and blues. They'll be buoyed by that to be able to at least put some pressure on way down in their attacking end. So Roberts will throw this ball in just underneath our scaffold. It's a great view looking straight down on top of this.
Yeah, so if the Burnie dressed red and blue team can put some pressure on, I'm sure that they will then make it very hard for the green and gold to exit from their 22/goal line area.
So we'll go to the front here, I reckon, to the lift on Gerber. We've got a couple of good lifters there. Mel Oakley with her back to us there at the front, and Rhiannon James lifting. It's a nice lift and a good straight throw there. Went straight to her. And the kick comes. So clear and kick there. Good work. Comes out close to the 22.
Yeah, nice clean exit play there from the green and gold, just doing some of the basics very well and working together to start advancing back up the field towards their try line.
Greg, you are inside the 22.
Well, it's really good to see the referee communicating with the girls, encouraging them to play good rugby.
So a very big gap in the line here. You can just see referee just calling the blue and reds to come a little bit closer.
That's it.
There we go. And the voice of Krusty you can hear on the effects mic there, talking to the girls too. Okay, here we go. Great attacking opportunity. Patolo with the ball. Can they stop her? They can't there. Stewart, great tackle. That's textbook work there.
Good support coming in from behind. Support. They've set it up that rack, so they're going to get across the line.
And here we go. Great work from the red and blues.
Right, so that try came from great pressure from the kick initially, pressure on the line out, winning the line out. So we've got a lines.
Just going to have a
ref's assistant coming in here. What has he spotted? Maybe the try won't be awarded.
Thank you. No try. We'll have a green scrum here at the 5.
Oh, okay. So it was a knock on somewhere in there.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for the red and blue team because they created a lot of pressure. So obviously the ball's got to be secure before we can actually get the try awarded.
So I think that the knocker may well have been back at the ruck just before that try was scored. I think Varka was pretty certain that she scored it, but I think it happened earlier.
Set.
All right, so green and gold need to get out of here. And I think running it's their best bet. Great run from Conway. Oh, nice step, but great tackle by Varka. Altamira now puts that ball into one hand, touch footy style. And a nice tackle from Thou. Takes Jess over the sideline. And that'll give the Reds and Blues another attacking opportunity.
Yeah, again from the red and blue, showing some good line speed by going forward, putting pressure on the green and gold. Even though they're trying to run it out, they're making them work hard to get the field position.
Red, back 10. Couple of steps, red.
She's halfback, sir. Which one's halfback? Where's the Tina's halfback.
So receiver, come in about 2 meters from the end of the line. There you go.
Just
Good.
again, sorting out the line out laws and where players are. Notice the green and gold team don't actually have someone in the halfback position, and Conway needs to walk up and be 2 meters from the throw here. Oh, it's a very crooked throw, but we'll play on there. Lollahead takes a good run down the field. Great work from Gerber there to put the pressure on, but they win that back. And now Travers with a good run. She was in the thick of it when that try was disallowed before, and she's had a good run there to put a team on the front foot.
Got pressure coming through from the green and gold, but the ball's been recycled back.
Good work from Pregnell. Marches forward another few metres in the tackle. Travers now with the ball, yeah, decides not to go. And no, the pick and drive. Great option there. Thou right up a tail. And we'll go again.
This time we're over, under the sticks.
Great work there from Lollahair Foki to make that try. Great persistence. Well done to the red and blues.
So what was really great there was both the backs and forwards were working together, especially with Val latching on, hammering forward with the forwards to create their quick recycle ball for that try to be set up.
Absolutely. Really good support play there. That's the basics done very well, and a good conversion too.
So, well, as we're approaching half-time, it's going to be an opportunity for the girls that they can really stamp their authority on the game for either team. And I think whoever takes that ascendancy probably will kick on a little bit further into the game.
Just see some of the crowd gathering here beforehand. A lot of the Launceston players have come down to watch. There's plenty of a few players too who've travelled up from the south. Sorry, spectators who've travelled up from the south. See Colin Debnam there enjoying a coffee by the sidelines. He's been a regular fixture at rugby in Tasmania for a very long time.
So the other good thing, I'm here as part of the Classic Wallabies and Classic Wallaroos, and my colleagues Digby Awani and Radiki Sama are out here supporting the girls and also talking to the spectators as well, enjoying a good game of rugby today.
Absolutely, and we just saw a great juniors clinic beforehand as well, Shirley. So yeah, thanks so much for your time. It's a really good thing for rugby in Tasmania, and it's probably the only rugby happening in the entire region at the moment. So wherever you are watching, you're lucky to be able to see some action today.
Yeah, well, the good thing about being involved with grassroots rugby is even though we've played international rugby for Australia, we've all started at the grassroots level, and it's great to see the children, the kids coming through as well.
Absolutely, and that was a great kick from Conway there. Just managed to stay in, that ball bounced. Pregnell, one of her familiar bustling runs there, but taken down. Good counter ruck. We know Finn Roberts loves the counter ruck, and Round and James down the sideline pops it to Stewart, who's got a little bit of space. They hang off her. She just gets inside the 22, and finally the support comes over. Varka just doing her best not to make a high tackle there. And Roberts, who's been good all game so far, takes it in for another ruck.
So I think Roberts today is certainly enjoying getting her hands on the ball and leading from the front, going forward all the time.
Oh, nice work from Conway, and again, knocked to the ground in a tackle. Gerber, just that cross, running across field in front of these girls here is making it hard to score. And just got a bit of a problem there with some infrastructure in the way of our camera, but now they go wide, and Stewart, she'll probably get around the outside here. Zing's got to get across. Stewart steps back in off her left foot, and great action. So again, that combination between Altamira spotting Georgia Stewart out wide has put another try on the board for the green and gold.
Stewart did very well there by recognising there was certainly space out wide, led the defender to take her back on the outside, and then stepped on the inside to score over the try line.
And you know, it's a big battle out there for Ting Zing defending against Georgia Stewart, because we know how dangerous she can be. But she's actually done a good job, I think. Ting in that case, she kept the line, she kept shuffling sideways to try and get outside Stewart to make sure that she didn't get around her. But the step back inside, just she was able to get through.
So it looks as if the refs called half time, or is it just a drink water break, giving the girls some more energy to continue?
Yeah, maybe a rethink of coaches coming out maybe and having a chat. No, probably just a brief break at the 20-minute mark. Did believe they were playing 30-minute halves, so didn't catch the conversion there.
No, that wasn't.
It was
kicked,
missed.
So, yeah, it was missed.
So I can just we can actually just check it on the replay. Not a bad effort actually.
Right,
Just to the left.
Yep,
yeah.
Correct.
You have to help me out on those, Shirley. I always forget to watch the conversions. I'm too busy watching the replay on my screen to see what was happening.
Yeah, whereas we know the difference with that 2 points can win or lose a game for either team. So it's really important that those conversions, and the easier if they're under the sticks, the better for the kicker.
Yep, absolutely. So yeah, just a short break there. Got I think Lalini down in the middle there, having a bit of work on her nose too.
So, and the good thing is the girls certainly are enjoying themselves out there. The opportunity to play 15s doesn't happen often here in Tasmania, but so the girls are making the most of the opportunity today.
Yeah, and like these guys have come from everywhere around the state, and you know, good on them. It's such a good thing for rugby, and it's great that we've got this game here that we can watch and broadcast to the whole world before our grand final in the men's competition. But this has been really good rugby, and a great kick. Look at that kick from Varka again. She's 16 years old, Shirley.
Wow, that's very impressive then. So she's got some really good skills and the power in that kick to turn the green and gold around.
Absolutely. Just, you know, that she just, and her decision making on the field, having watched it quite a few times, is just outstanding. For someone so young, I couldn't believe it when I found out she was only 16 quite recently. She just plays with, you know, the head of a very wise rugby player.
So, and it's very good for the girls here in Tasmania. You know, it doesn't matter what age you are, because there's actually pathways now, and also the sizes of the girls. It's inclusive for all shapes and sizes, as we know in the tradition of rugby.
Yeah, absolutely, and you can see that, you know, as evidence right out here in front of us, and they're all competitive. It's just so exciting.
So we've got another line out just in front of the blue and red attacking 22. So, but they've lost that there, unfortunately, with the knock-on, and the refs play an advantage to green and gold. Roberts
again. She does just get caught running across the field a little bit, and Emily Pregner wasn't going to have a bar of it that time. Varka tried to steal that. Now down. Oh, great step through there off the right. And, oh, big tackle over the back there from Patolo.
Yeah. From the result of that tackle, we've actually now got 2 injured players. So we've got the small break in play. So there certainly was a big hit happened there, and just a bit of the old sponge and mortar perhaps.
Hopefully that's all it takes. So I think we've got the first one. This is the first one. Boom. Oh, just the hard collision with the ground there with Finn Roberts. And then the second tackle that comes across from Cadiola Patolo. Just sort of blindsided a little bit here. Solid tackle.
So she certainly got in to create the contact with that shoulder. Maybe a slight swinging arm there, but it wasn't picked up by the ref. So then, obviously, we're just having another water break while these injured players get attended to.
Yeah, and Leilini's still, both players actually are still down out there. Just needing a bit of help, a bit of reassurance. Yeah, certainly be a little bit of a break right here.
Yeah, so it's an opportunity for the coaches to get involved with their teams while these players are being attended to, just to put them back on track about, you know, go forward, let's have the support again, work together to create the tries for each team.
So I certainly hope both girls are now sitting up. Good to see. Hopefully just the win. Looks like Roberts is being carried off, literally. by a couple of supporters. So
she's had a very strong game, so it is a shame that she is being carried off.
She's smiling though, and that's her to a T. She's too hurt to continue playing, and she wouldn't come off with a minor injury. She's a very tough player, but you know, the grin on her face too as she comes from the field.
Yeah, and it's great to see the spectators have actually applauded her off the field, so they've appreciated what she's given out on the game today. Yeah,
she's been in the thick of things out there too, so it's a shame. Hopefully she'll be okay. And you can see Leilini there. She looks like she's okay to continue. Probably just had the wind knocked out of her. That was a big tackle. She hit the ground hard.
Good spot up there, bro.
So the girls are about to restart play with a formation of the scrum by the looks.
Just trying to work out who's where. I think, yeah, we'll see. Oh, so I know it's the first time I've seen her on the field this year. Myra Barrett, who's been the coach of the winning sevens team, the Tarooney team, is going to come out onto the field and have a run. I wonder if she'll be moving into the front row to replace Finn.
So it's great to see Myra coming out on the field. I've been working with her since I've been down here, and the ability that she's encouraging the girls to play the game at a good level is really pleasing to see.
Yeah, there's certainly been a lot of positive comments from players who've had the opportunity to work with her this year as to, I guess the discussion that was had was learning more about rugby rather than just being told, you know, or coordinated on the field. That her coaching of the team allowed every player on that team to develop their skills and be better players by the end of the season. So that's a great wrap for her. That's very powerful words from some of her teammates and friends on the field.
Which is absolutely fantastic. Certainly in a non-traditional rugby state, and also obviously the girls non-traditionally do not normally play the game. It's great to see that they're actually encompassing all the facets of what rugby's about now.
And I do notice with the front row going off, Myra has placed herself almost as far from that scrum as she possibly could very quickly.
So for sure, I think she's certainly got the faith in the girls in front of her to do the job though.
Absolutely. So just a reset here, just trying to again work this out. It's not that familiar for all the players having these, you know, what are they're just playing five in the scrum now? It's like five.
No, six. So we've got the front row
and
the
six,
two second
and
rows
one on the
and one flank now.
One flanker.
So
Blind flank is an unusual way to do it, but.
Yeah, they would probably be best actually to insert the number 8 just to even up the scrum a bit.
That's
so,
right.
So when I go out at half time, I might just, you know, advise them that it could be the best going forward.
But while those scrums are still uncontested, it's probably not that important. And here she is, so Barrett with her hands on the ball, running across, feeding Stewart. And the defence gets across and covers nice, and they hang on to her this time. Great work from Zana Williams to get across there and put the pressure on. Good tackling pressure coming in from Ali McCarthy there in the number 4, the blue hair. And away to the left they go, and we go wide again. Here we go, so Barrett. Gets around the one-handed pass to Stewart down the wing. Will they catch her? Thou gets across, but Stewart again, that left foot step to get around. She's so good. And a nice little pat on the back there from both girls.
So there was very good connection there. Initially, again, the forwards, all they did was set the platform, got the ball recycled quickly, and then threw the link to getting it out wide to Stewart, who ran back in to score under the post.
And just the electrifying play really from Barrett. We'll see it on the replay. Just to get that ball and draw the tackler and actually draw the tackle from Zing. And Zing did as best she could here. She had no real opportunity to get wide. And the one-handed pass around the outside there to Stewart, who pins her ears back as we always see. Gets around Thou. Nice chase from Davies too in the highest rugby number I've ever seen, 94. And the try was scored, and the conversion was good too.
Yeah, so we've only got about 8 minutes till half time, and the girls, they keep going forward, they keep putting pressure on. Again, you know, maximising the time they've got on the rugby field with the ball.
And looks like they might have even called that half time by the look of it. All the girls have come together. And as they have a break, we might have one too, and be back with the second half very soon.
All right, with that, I have to head out to speak to the girls. But thank you very much for having me on the commentary team today. I've really enjoyed the first half.
Thank you.
Hopefully the second will provide much exciting
Excellent.
rugby.
Thanks so much, Shirley. It's been great having you in here, and yeah, we'll look forward to this second half coming up. But you get out and have a chat with the girls and impart some of your immense wisdom upon them.
All right, thank you very much.
Thanks. See ya.
See you, mate.
All right, welcome back to the second half of this match between, unfortunately our clock still says first half, I'll fix that up later, but between our women's 15-a-side teams that are currently 13-a-side, and after Shirley Williams helped us in the first half, I've now got TRU board member and rugby person extraordinaire Trent Burke with me in the commentary box.
Thanks, Deon. I don't think I've ever been introduced in such a fashion, but no, it's great to be here. It's I don't have anywhere near the knowledge that Shirley obviously has, so tough fast to follow up to. But great day for rugby, and good to see these games in Launceston today. So
absolutely, yeah. Grand final day in Launceston. Haven't mentioned that, but this is the first for rugby in Tasmania, and so far it's been a cracking day. Great crowd, great backdrop, and everything's going smashingly so far. So is this game. We had a couple of solid tackles out there from Cadiola Patolo, and a few players changed sides now. This will be an interesting combination to see here with Conway and Varka working together. And Down didn't want to tackle her there, just backed off a little bit. And here's a bit of fun too with Patolo tackling her Bernie teammate in Anna Varka. And the blue and reds marching forward. Now they push back to the left. Varka goes to Pregnell. And ball ripped out. Cunning work there from Escobar, but still falls the way of the red and blue. And now the ball's in the hands of McCarthy. Tackled nicely by Rihanna James, who eventually slips off.
Gold out.
And now the ball's been ripped out illegally as the ball hit the ground.
yeah, so it looks like it's for not releasing there. Looks like they're going to go for the quick tap.
Here we go.
Moving the ball wide, and again some impressive straight running here.
Oh, look at this Anna Varka.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Cops one from Thou coming in there, but great work there from Anna Varka. Just such a clever rugby player. We hit back this, checking on the replay here. Conway to Varka, steps inside, just a bit of a lazy effort to tackle.
Please, thank you.
Players not getting their body height down low enough to tackle, and Varka goes over. So the red and blues put on the first points at the scoring end.
And Varka's work there with the direct approach. She's probably accountable for 30 or 40 metres there of that attacking half with that straight running, and very hard to bring down. So great try. And
scored the try, and in the meantime has also put the conversion back over as well. So she's the complete package out on the rugby field. All right, the kick now will come from Barrett.
It was a bit messy last time with the knock-on, so we'll see if it's a bit cleaner this time.
Oh, unfortunately, it's a nice high kick, but it hasn't gone nearly 10. So we'll have the scrum back in the middle.
Put the mocker on them there, I think.
Re-kick.
They call for the re-kick down, I think. So.
Green, we're going to have a re-kick.
Okay, why not?
That's what they've asked.
You don't often see that,
No.
but hey, why not? I mean, this is a practice match, so
absolutely.
It's probably a better opportunity for them to practice their kick receiving than to go back to the middle of the field and have another uncontested scrum.
I don't think the green and gold will be against that idea. They'll get another go at it.
That's a better kick. That's a really good kick this time.
Much better.
Pregnell well taken too, and she'll enjoy having a good run.
Another
and
solid shot.
She's a beast.
Different jersey on this half.
Unreal, yeah.
Yeah, dishing out some same treatment in the second half as she was in the first half.
That's right. Good work there. Good work to just recover that, but well done. Who was that at the ruck there? Just stole that ball.
It was the East's player.
I think...
Back 10.
Yep, no, you're right. It was.
You can now if you want. Who do you want?
It was good, just good contact in the ruck there, Deon, to get over the ball, and I think at least 2 or 3 the support players couldn't shift her, so it was a good work to secure that turnover and the ball for the green.
Yeah, good strong body position. Mel Oakley, good strong body position over the ball, And we've just seen a bit of a sub over here on the red and blue as well. I think T. Boucher coming on, replacing Zana Williams. So 13 aside, just keeping the numbers even.
Get some depth and run off a short ball. 10 in the middle. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Anna, drop back.
So just getting the red and blue team to tidy up their back line.
Ooh, there's
Nothing tidy about that, don't.
No, not a straight throw there, unfortunately. But again, just one of those things where you know, practice will bring those skills.
There's a free kick there too. Maybe numbers in the line-out perhaps. Oh, early lifting.
All right.
Yeah, he couldn't face it.
So the tap will come, and the ball goes to Pregnell. Great, solid hit. Great contact from those guys.
No surprise who came to meet her again there, Deon.
All right, ball comes wide now. Folky with the ball. Great step off the right foot too. They're going to find it hard to take her down. And Thou grabs her, and in the end, it's Sweetman who comes over the top. And she'll have a good effort too at taking Varka down. Nice hands now. Comes out and finds Zing, who runs into Thou. Push her back in field, and now they go left. There should be some space out here.
Good ball.
Straightening up, Pregnell. Her strength is that good run through the middle of the field. Draws a few tacklers. McCarthy just needs to get outside. They've got Georgia Stewart, who's changed colours as well out wide. And she's just so strong around the hips that if you don't get her around the legs, she's going to break through those tackles every time. Just didn't quite get a body height close enough out there, the defender, and Stewart was able to run through the tackle and put the Reds and Blues a few points closer.
It's almost like George has asked to change teams there so she can stay on that left wing. Keep leveraging that left foot step there.
Running onto the scoring end.
That's right. But the other thing I liked about that play, that passage of play, was just the ball movement from side to side. They worked the ball well to the right, recycled, and then went left to open the space on the far side. So definitely helps someone with the speed and skill of Georgia Stewart when she's got that room to move.
Yeah, absolutely, and yeah, exactly. The straight running that draws 2 or 3 players in, and the defence is not quite spreading quickly enough. That said, the defender, I think out on that side, Jessica Feng, I think it was yeah, definitely in the right place, but again, just didn't quite get a. Oh, great hit there from Pregnell.
Doing some impressive work in the tight.
Just smashed into her teammate. I think it was Nat Maddock.
Another good receive too off that kickoff, same as the last one. So she's doing well there. Pregnell.
No, this is I think this is her play really here. Great work from Varka. Patolo, is she going to get her? No, yep. She'll get her this time. She's not going quite so hard on her on her Bernie teammate there, though, as she is on some of the others.
So that big right shoulder that she dished out. In the
nice work from Escobar, too, to steal that. And now the green and golds with a chance. So Travers dishes off, finds Oakley, and we've got a whistle way back over here.
Back for the penalty, I think.
Penalty in the middle of the field.
Not releasing, it looks.
Yeah, player not releasing. That will be way back here, I think, on this this tackle back on Barker. No, it must be the next phase. That was good work, actually, from Zing to run back in field there. She hit the ground here. Oh, yeah, okay. She's gone to ground, and Escobar didn't just rip the ball and didn't release.
So you've obviously got to leave that space between the tackle and then the attempt at the pilfer. So it was all in the one motion.
So the pressure on at the ruck here, this time Gerber being penalised for grabbing the ball too quickly, and Conway pushes through, and guess who she hands it off to? It's the Georgia Stewart show.
I think Conway and Stewart have played a fair bit of rugby together too, I think.
It's might have to rename that that sideline down there, the Stewart wing. And this time Varka will, Conway and Varka taking into turns with the kick. I think Winona's gone, no, Anna, you can take the kick from out here.
Selfless, really.
It's just some questions from the girls, I think, about that penalty at that ruck that was given, where I think I understand their confusion. Kicks close, but no good from out there.
Yeah,
But,
the hand gesture from the match official, looks the same as the tackle player not releasing, but when actual fact it was linked to the fact that the tackler had to release and give them a chance to play the ball before they tried to steal it.
Yeah, the second penalty there was he called for hands in the ruck, but I think it was the first green and gold player at the ruck actually put a hands on the ball to steal it. But he's deemed that the ruck had already formed. I think it was the confusion. So Barron kicks it this way, and Oakley takes it. Nice solid tackle from Gerber, and well ridden by Oakley, and she takes it forward another metre. And now Jepson will come into first receiver. She's calling a pod to form with her. Good talk there from Laura to call Ali McCarthy and Emily Pregnell to come in and help her out. And we've got another one set. So another opportunity here. Just running across field though.
Showing some nice structure there too with those couple of pod plays and now going wide.
Yeah, that's right. And I learned that situation too. And that player who ran into there, not sure who that was, Samantha Hughes, I think, is down in the middle of the field. But it's just one of those situations too, running across field. She had a support player with her and needed to just run straight. Okay, stolen. Nice fend off too. She's just going to draw here, and I just can't get the ball away, and finally does. And it's still playing backwards. Lucky, I think, the bottom there for a player on the ground who picked the ball up again as it rolled back towards her. We'll spread it wide here. Goes to the middle of the field. McCarthy.
She's all over that.
Yeah, all over it.
Gets the turnover.
Barron, I think, and Kayla Oakley there. Just needed to hang on to that ball. It's something that in the sevens game, pushing the passes quickly is what they do a lot, whereas in this game they need to just trust in their support play and hang on to it a little bit longer. But in that case there was a penalty, I think, from the holding on at the previous ruck. And a penalty, and for some reason the players decide to have a scrum from there.
Defensive 22.
Yeah. So interesting decisions to choose a scrum in this situation, but again, all their experiences are going to be improved by just having these different opportunities and another opportunity to learn about how to scrummage.
As a former front rower, then I completely understand their logic and rationale there. Any chance to get another scrum down, it's worth doing. So.
That's right.
Would be good to see them get into a contested scenario soon.
Yeah, they certainly look like they may be ready for it, but no, they're still going uncontested. Okay, green and gold now with an opportunity to run out of here, and Altamira goes one way and decides no, it's going to be better off out this side.
Didn't like what she saw out on the left flank.
Good pick. Good pick up there from Thao as well. That ball was just bouncing at her knees.
I'll see what their exit looks like here, Dan. Taking the direct approach.
Yep, which I think is the best option.
Yep.
Good work from James there, just to dish that ball back as she hit the ground and made plenty of metres.
It's worked for them so far, both teams really. The direct in close to the ruck running, straight running is where they're making breaks. So.
The tackling pressure actually from this red team is really good. They're getting up off their line enough to put the pressure on. That was actually a good run from Ree James there. We've got a penalty advantage here. Now Barron's got a bit of space. Can she get around? Yeah, she's got Feng outside her and Thao outside her, but Feng's away. And the cover's going to get her. Oh. No, Georgia Stewart will. She's not going to miss that tackle. And lays it back. Great work from Thao. She's going to be pushed to the sideline. No, just gets back inside. So Zing came across, just unable to stop the strength of Thao, who goes over and puts the green and golds back in front with their first try of this half.
Really nice passage of play. Making the break, the quick hands from Berrence to the wing, and nice covering tackle from Georgia Stewart again, but the support play was there and the try was scored, and the conversion's gone straight at the post but fallen short. So
yeah, it was a good straight kick. So you just see here, Jessica gets the ball in her hands. Good straight run. She knows who's coming. She knows that the defence is coming to get her. Gets past the first tackle. Does exactly the right thing. Gets tackled. Places the ball back. And it was a good option there for from Naomi to just pick that ball straight out of her hands and run. That's a pretty classic sevens manoeuvre.
They also like the, you know, with the break that was made, she kept the foot on the gas, so to speak, and you know, made the tacklers do the work. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no,
right?
it was a good run. It was a really good run and good cover defence too. Certainly, a couple of players came over in defence and then were able to stop her.
There we go, big hit come out down.
Patolo goes through. Someone will take it, and again it takes Georgia Stewart to take it down. And here we go. So Gerber, she's been busy this half with the ball in her hands, and we've got another advantage. Oh, it's a high-ish looking tackle on Kayla there. Great, strong tackle from Emily Pregnell. We'll keep going while they've still got possession. So Rizzo will just keep paying the advantage here. James needs to stop crawling and put that ball back. And then the support's out wide. Nice tackle from Varka. And now Escobar pushes it. Just a little bit of disorganisation in the green and gold there.
And great work from Pregnell there to make that tackle get up, and you can see the pressure she's putting.
And the counter ruck pressure. They're going to win this.
That's
and good pick up too from Oakley. Gives it off to Williams, who has a good run through. And off your feet there. So diving over to pick that ball up was Gerber.
Yeah, so fantastic play there from Pregnell to make that tackle quickly up on her feet, and then to drive straight through the ruck and secure that turnover.
It was great work. Here it is. Just we'll catch it here. Altamira running sideways. Just gets it to ground, straight to her feet, release, and then just puts the counter. It was a good effort too from Oakley, but she was just not strong enough. And then Emily Pregnell shoves both players straight back.
You can see that too. She actually let the well, go back to the action because we've got another break.
Yeah, they're off again.
Yeah, it's hard to keep up.
Good support play, and Rhiannon James with a solid run, but she won't get through Winona Conway. I'd like to see Rhiannon James take the ball to ground in two hands. She's putting a hand out to stop a fall and then laying that ball back, and it's a precarious way to hit the ground. You often drop the ball or land on it, and that hurts. So, here we go.
On the left wing.
Thao, has she got enough pace to catch her? She does. She's got her.
Great.
Yeah, great chase, Naomi. And the ball's dropped and picked up, and we'll play on there. Good tackle. Great tackle from Conway. I think we're going to go back to the knock-on, yeah. Well done to Thao to rein Georgia Stewart in.
Great chase.
Here it is. So she's got the pace. Stewart got around the outside, and Thao just grabs the jersey. Should have been tucked in. Should have been tucked in, and then took it to ground, and it was dropped. Great work out there.
And it must be said, the referee seems pretty keen to let the flow of the game go.
Yeah, absolutely.
It hasn't put the whistle away altogether, but it's good. Let the game flow, which has been great from a viewer's perspective as well.
For sure. So, close game. 5 points, I think, in it, if I've kept my scoreboard fingers correct. And we'll have another scrum. Don't think they've decided to unleash the contested scrums, but definitely see some action. It'll be great, interesting to see what happens here. So Altamira just standing really deep behind this scrum, and it's just got to defend here, get across. Oakley coming across. Varka, she's strong. They don't hold on to her. Oh, she dishes it off, and Williams will go over. So good, and that's really good support play.
Yep. I think two support players there.
Yeah, absolutely. Williams and Davies were just inside her, right behind her. They know. They've played with her before, and certainly, Vanessa Davies there she knew to trail behind Anna Varka because she's strong, and the tacklers actually had her covered, but then let her go. I think there was just a bit of confusion there. I'm not sure why.
This is another unorthodox way to go about kicking conversion too, Deon. She's kicked it from the dead ball line back towards the field of play.
That's the typical sevens strategy, I think. To save you running, they often do that rather than having to go and chase the ball. But just have a look again here. She's run in. Oakley grabbed hold of her and then just Oh, geez, she still managed to hold on. It was Down who really backed off there. Down needed to go in and shut that ball down and grab hold of Varka, so she couldn't pass. It just made it easy for Williams. So here we go.
Another good take off the restart. Straight into contact. And again, good support play. I've been pretty impressed by the primary support play today, Deon. All the first support players there have been strong and secured the ball with another big straight run from Pregnell. Good contact, but also good recycle. Clean ball for the backs.
That's right. And again, I wasn't paying attention to that conversion. I don't know whether that was kicked or not, but I'm going to leave the scores at 31 all. I'm not sure if it's right. But 31 all is justified. Patolo gets through. Okay, oh, good effort there by Boucher to chase. She's a good cover defence, Boucher. She works really hard to get back in those situations, but Patolo just able to fend her off, and so green and gold put on some more points. Just came back to this turnover.
Pregnell again with
Pregnell with a great hit there, but Patolo straight onto Patolo just straight onto that ball, and but and it's a nice looking kick. Oh, it's just the drop ball back there that gave the green and gold the opportunity, and
so I missed the conversion. Just it was straight at it from where we were sitting down, but just dropped a bit short.
Again,
unfortunately,
that's right. It was
short of the crossbar. I think it was Barrett.
Yeah, very straight kick. So the green and gold scored the last few tries just to get their noses back in front, I think. Varka with the kickoff. And goes straight down the middle, past the hands of Altamira, who straightens up. She's got Familia run across field with the ball in one hand, but she's looking for someone into some space. Down. Just again running across field, so just a little bit of straightening up makes a really big difference. Here we go, so we'll see some good running from Travers. She likes to hit it up and tackled nicely.
Yeah, it's good support play from James.
Getting the ball there, calling the ball out. This side there's another pod formed and a good straight running from Sweetman. This is how we want to see them playing this game. We've got another one formed, ready to go. Travers this time hits it up, just slows down a little bit. She saw who was the tackler there, Folky coming at her.
Yeah, good low shot though. It's pretty hard. You can tell Folky won the battle of the body height there.
Down. Oh, they can't get their hands on Patolo. Well done. Good work from McCarthy just to slow her down. Then they come. Oh, this will be good here. Oakley's got some pace. She gets one fend, but not enough to get around Zana Williams. And who's going to get onto that ball? The Reds. So we need to leave that now that we're on the ground. I think it might have been Travers who picked it up. Now Pregnell gets it. Runs around the first tackler. No, that's Travers out there. And lays it back nicely. This will give a good platform here for the Reds. Nice change in direction there from Jepson to go back inside.
Nice low tackle from Barrett there again, coming through and affecting it. Around the legs, nice and clean.
Good contact there from James to take Pregnell to ground. Conway gets in there, has Folky outside her. She's got Varka. But well tackled again. Well done by Sweetman to take her down. And they've got to go low here, and they don't go low enough. And unfortunately, Varka, oh, has she scored that or has she dropped it? Oh, no, she's good. But that's good because that just allows me to put another 5 points back onto the red team and make it 36 all. Varka will go back and kick the conversion, but a little bit sus actually. Her try here was. Yeah. I think she was all right. Yeah, I think she was fine. No, just.
I'm sure if that was you putting that ball down, Deon, you would have climbed
definitely. Yeah, no, she was right. It was fine.
And it must be said here in this second half, the red and the blue team in Burnie colours have really controlled both possession and territory quite well. The green and gold haven't had it too often, but when they have, they've been able to score a couple of long-range tries to keep them. Well, we say right in it, so we think it's pretty that close.
Oh well, like Shirley said it before, you know, those conversions are all important because 2 points is 2 points, and by my unofficial scoreboard, it's 38-36 with that conversion.
Conversion and dodgy mathematics are probably the
two. That's it. So, this is a great kick. Where are the chasers? So Mason unable to take that and touches it. That'll give green and gold a chance here with the line out.
Great height off that kick off to give them a chance.
Yeah, that's right. Just makes it hard to catch.
Looks like we might be the green and gold team running a short line out option.
Red.
Right, they're coming in now.
Again, the sevens experience that they've had, they're just so used to having these short lineouts, and the red and blues are going to have to drop 2 here. So three versus 3. Yeah, that's it. Good work. Yeah. So Nat Maddock there just working out that she has to leave, and we go the short one. Ball flops back in. I think knocked on at the bottom there by the green and gold, and wide they go. Ball in 2 hands is the way to play. Patolo wasn't sure where it was going to go. And a nice pop pass out there. Oh, Stewart reads it well, knocks it on, but the knock-on's been called the other way first, that maybe it was Leilini down who made the first knock-on on that. Yeah. And the red and blues resurge. They're going forward.
Again, primary support play has been a highlight of the game, I think, Dan.
Ball
nice
no, she's called offside. She'll have a laugh about it, but we can.
Didn't quite see that on the screen if she was or by how much really, through the camera, but.
She's onside. You can see here she's onside.
Oh, unlucky, bit stiff there.
Maybe the hands were offside.
It would have been interesting. She had Conway on her heels there. It would have been interesting to see the race to the line there.
Yes.
I reckon they would have been neck and neck the whole way.
And look, Myra certainly hasn't, I wouldn't say would be, in a match fit state because she hasn't played rugby. And here she goes chipping. But Stewart's got that covered. But Conway's certainly match fit and been playing rugby all year, so a bit of difference.
She's hold on to the tackle there.
Maddock now in support and great tackling. So good work. Escobar getting in there. Just got to be careful offside here at the side of this ruck. Escobar, I think, not getting back far, but not taking any part in that play. Tell you, Em Pregnell's been busy this half. She's had her hands on the ball a lot and absolutely loving it. So we go on the kick here. It's a nice kick, but well covered. Oh, Oakley couldn't quite get her hands on it. Folky, here she goes.
Halfway, she's got 50 metres.
She's going to get run down, but she's got
help.
She does, and Zing on her outside will go over. Will she score it? Held up, I think.
She's got that down.
No, gets it down. Just gets it down the end. So great effort. Who was that? Rebecca Sweetman with a fantastic effort to hold her up.
The break was made right on the halfway line, so
great chase.
Again, the primary support straight off the right shoulder there.
Yeah, it
would
was
have been run down by the 2 chasers.
You can just see Sweetman on the left of the screen. She doesn't give up here. She gets past Folky and she goes, no, she's not going to score.
If you notice there, Folky too did the nice little come out to the left just to be able to
push it wide.
A bit of AFL shepherding going
on. And that's right. That was good. I mean, and Zing was a good run from her, not converted, but a good run from her. But yeah, she needed to score at the line as opposed to 3 metres over the line. But yeah, again, just that's experience. That was really good pressure from Sweetman.
Well, looks like they've called it down. I mean, they've got all the players together with the referees, so that's it.
So a great game there from the girls. Really good spirit. We'll just again watch them here as they all cheer and as the extras are. Finn Roberts being carried back on to enjoy the final parts of the game here. But excellent play from the girls to get out there and play their 14 or 13 aside match. great structures that we're starting to see from them. They've had some good training sessions this week and had some help from, we can see Shirley Russell just there in the left of the huddle with the cap and the sunglasses on her head. But really, really good to see the girls getting out and having an opportunity to play on this great field and on this day where we've got our grand final about to happen. You just see again some words of encouragement between them. They've all enjoyed that, so it's good to see smiles on their faces, and nice to know that we could award the win to the red and blue team, who struggled in the first half, but with a few changes were able to come from behind and over the top to get a win.
Yeah, they really controlled the possession and the territory in the second half there with some really nice plays, some great work from Emily Pregnell in with those hit-ups consistently. It's every third or fourth phase, really. She was trucking it straight up the centre of the field and making some great metres and really nice turnover. And also, probably in the first half, some of the damage was done for the green and gold team by Georgia Stewart there, as we said, stepping off that left foot ad nauseum.
Down the Stewart wing, over there by the levee.
Yes. Don't worry about the Tamar River side of the ground. I think it's
the Georgia Stewart side.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. Maybe. We'll see if it's as fruitful in this men's final that's coming up as it was for the women today. But yeah, look, great game by them. We'll head off to a break here, and we'll be back in about 35 minutes for the start of the big one for today, which is the grand final, the men's grand final between Launceston and Devonport, and it's destined to be a blinder. They've had 3 really close hit-ups this year. I think the largest winning margin has been 8 points, which was 39-31 in the final. Launceston coming over the top of Devonport, but yeah, before that game, we'd had I think a 4-point win and a 5-point win. So close between these two clubs, and it's bound to be a cracker. So thanks for being here, Trent, and we'll see you back here for the big one.
Look forward to it. Thanks, Dale.